Good morning, church. Good morning, church. There we go. That's better. You're there. It is good. It is good to be in God's house today. Now, I just thought I'd start we'll get the announcements out of the way because I've got a few to announce. So, October the 2nd, at the back there is some lists. We're going to do a harvest collection for the Black Country Food Bank that we work and support as. So, yeah, if you are able to, please grab a list, or if not, it'll be on your WhatsApp for those who've got it. Please, if you're able to gather anything, we're going to do a family harvest service here. So it's going to be a family service. So it'll be slightly different than normal. We'll have a few special things and ways of engaging the kids. So yeah, that's exciting. So that's the date for your diary. So October the 2nd. And then, we're finalizing all our plans for Christmas and stuff like that too. So, so Advent will be starting early. It's going to be in November this time. So, so the 27th, I think it is, of November is the first week of Advent. Right through to then the 18th will be our family service and nativity, and also then the carols by candlelight. I got it right. Usually I say candles by carollight, but so that's exciting. There is something else that, I just thought I'd do a tally of by hands. We're looking at doing a Vineyard Essentials course, which is basically where we look at the essentials for our faith and about growing in our faith and how do we grow, and it's looking at different aspects of faith. And we're looking at doing that as like a separate Bible study thing. So what we were wondering was, when would suit people better? And this is the nightmare question, because there's no point in us running a course on a Sunday night if nobody can come on Sunday nights, but then everybody's free on a Wednesday, and you're like, and they're the two nights that we were sort of identifying as possibilities. So we used to do a Sunday evening service here, so in essence we could start once a month doing a special Bible study on a Sunday evening. So that's one option. Or we could look at doing something on a Wednesday night as a special once a month. And then we are also looking at reintroducing a prayer evening as well. Again, just once a month, just to get the prayer side of church started again. Because we used to do it on Monday evenings. So, so if you could by a show of hands, show Wednesday night would suit people. Would Wednesday night suit people to do some sort of Bible study once a month, just a focused thing? If that suits, you can raise your hand. Okay, okay. For those who don't mind, put your hand up. Yeah, and for those who prefer Sunday evenings. Okay, so it's a pretty even split. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We'll have a discussion about it, and we'll let you know, basically, where it suits. It's just something that we want to do, and we want to grow into as a church. We just want to grow into. And this is actually like the first step that Vineyard have on their leadership journey, because there's different steps into different areas of leadership and stuff within Vineyard. So it's just to encourage us in the foundations of our faith and to give us a step into what God's got planned for us. Now, I've only got 3 of these sheets at the back, but I will put the links into the WhatsApp group. So if you've got WhatsApp, please do not take one of these. But if you've got one, you can take one. But this is actually for answered prayers. So over towards the airport at Birmingham, they're actually putting in an eternal wall of answered prayer, which is an infinity loop. So you can see in the picture, if you look when you get later, you'll see in the picture, it's going to be an infinity loop. And basically what they're looking for is answers to prayer that they can put onto the bricks. They're not going to write it, but what they're going to do is they're going to create an app for your phone, and people who go there to spend some time in prayer. So this is, answered prayers of Jesus. And literally you can go brick to brick and see all the answers to prayers that everybody registers. So this is something they want us to do. They want us to go online and register our prayers and answers to prayers that we've received. So if you have any answered prayers that you would like to put into this, please take one of these if you're not digitally orientated, but if you're remotely digitally orientated or know even how to switch a laptop on, please don't take one. But I can get more, don't worry. But yeah, please, let's log in and let's put our answered prayers in, because they're looking for 1 million answered prayers to put around this. The project itself is going to cost, I believe, about 10 million just for the bricks, to build the brick bit. So that's exciting. They've got the site, they've got the planning permission, they've got everything in place, but now they need the answered prayers to go in the wall. So if you've got answers to your prayers, log in, register them, and thank God for what He's doing. And then this is going to be a place of peace that people can go and pray to Jesus and connect with God. So, yeah, and plus we'll be able to go and visit. Once it opens, I'm sure we as a church could go over and visit it. And then we can spend some time in prayer there. So that's another thing. And then there is another thing that the council are setting up, and they've asked us to participate in. They're looking for a place of warm welcome, and they're setting up rooms of warm welcome, especially for throughout winter, because we all know the cost of living is spiraling out of control. Energy costs are going up and up and up. And, well, everybody's going to be struggling. So what they want us to create, basically, is a warm room. In other words, we switch the heat on in here. People can come in and have a cup of tea with us and just relax. And we need basically 3 volunteers per slot, if you want to put it that way, to volunteer some of their time to basically come and just host people. So if you have any availability, so I was looking basically and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to put all available slots that we have throughout the week. So, for instance, Monday all day, the main church building isn't used. Tuesday all day, the main church building isn't used. Wednesday afternoons, Thursday afternoons, the main church building isn't used. Fridays all day, it's not used. So I've created a spreadsheet at the back, and if you're available to come and host for about 2 hours, where we'll open from about 10 till 12 or 1 till 3, and you're able to basically open the doors. The times aren't set, by the way. That's just my guess. But if you're available and would like to commit to coming every week throughout the winter, basically to open up and give somebody somewhere to go that's nice and warm and welcoming, and we can just love them in the name of Jesus, then please sign up at the back, or even look at your diary throughout this week and see, is there a slot that I can commit to coming every week? It's just a way that we can serve our community. And that's something that we want to do as a church, isn't it? We want to love those people, because there's a lot of lonely, isolated people who, in all honesty, are deciding whether they have enough money this winter to even cook their food, let alone switch the heat on. And there's a lot of people struggling with that because the costs have gone up that much. They're like, well, do I eat cold food or do I just, It's sad whenever you think about that. Like, some people are even combining meals, cooking meals, so all they've got to do is reheat a little bit, and stuff. Like, honestly, the food bank, we're seeing that. We're seeing people coming in going, I don't know how I'm going to even cook the food you're giving me. We don't have any electric. And that's the honest truth of where we're at. So please, if you're able to and you're able to sign up and we can love on these people, that would be amazing. It would be, a 2.5 hour commitment slot. So if we can get 3 people per session, just for security, just so there's 3 of you there, and plus if you can't make it desperately one week, at least there's 2 people. That's sort of why we're going for 3 people. Okay? Yeah. So we got that, and lastly, we're also looking at making a maintenance and cleaning rota. So that's one thing I didn't print off a spreadsheet for that. But if you would love to volunteer a couple of hours once a month to literally come and clean or do some maintenance, then we'll get a sheet at the back and you can sign up for that. So that's something that we need to start doing, because we need to start taking better care of the building that we're in. We know that. It's 100 years old. By this time next year, this building itself will be 100 years old. So we are planning next September to do a couple of celebratory services. So that's something to look forward to, but we need to start maintaining what we do have slightly better, because we are going to have some works being carried out in the next year as well, just to improve the place. And I'm sure you've all seen the coffee bar that Mark and the team's doing a brilliant job.